Hello fellow hunters, JBizHunts back again with another informative video for you. Now with any video game community, there's always a unique set of slang or lingo and terms that develops. The Hunter Call of the Wild is no exception. If you're newer to the game, you've probably seen some terms pop up in Reddit posts or on other YouTube videos that just left you scratching your head. Trust me, I've been there. So today, we're breaking down all the most common terms and phrases used in the game so you can go from confused noob to confident sharpshooter in no time. Let's dive in. Let's start with one of the most iconic terms, diamond. This is probably the first trophy rating you'll hear hunters chasing after, and for good reason. In the Hunter Call of the Wild, animals are scored using a medal system. No medal for animals like does that do not have a trophy score. Then there's bronze, silver, gold, and the big one, diamond. Diamonds represent roughly the top 5% of possible scores for any given species. These are the animals that max out their potential, and landing one is always a satisfying achievement. I still remember my first one. It was a diamond moose on Layton Lakes, and it felt like I was hitting the jackpot. Now, let's talk about the reverse of diamond and the heartbreak. We also know this as a troll. A troll is a max level animal that looks like it might make diamond. It's the right level, has a promising estimate, but then you harvest it and it comes in just short. It's like gold, totally brutal. Now, important clarification. If the animal isn't max level, even if the estimate had potential, it's not a troll. Trolls are all about the expectation. When that level 9 legendary red deer or a level 5 medium moose walks in, your heart starts racing. And then it all comes crashing down when it doesn't meet the score. That, my friends, is a troll. Next up, a super rare. It's one of the most prized trophies in the whole game. It's an animal that not only scores diamond, but also has a rare fur type, like, for example, albino, melanistic, or piebald. They're called super rares for a reason. In my case, it took over 22,000 harvests and more than 2,200 hours to get one. But when I finally did, it was a diamond Himalayan tar with a rare white fur variation. Absolutely worth the grind, and I was so stoked and excited to get one, I was shaking. Only diamonds with a rare fur can be called super rares. A gold or a silver with a rare fur type, still cool, but not a super rare. Next up, the Great One, or as you'll often see written in the community, the Go or the G1. These are ultra rare animals that go beyond diamond. They have a unique model, cool fur types, and are really rare, and you will not find them as an initial spawn on any of your maps anymore. Getting one is like winning the lottery and are just meant to be a once in a lifetime hunt. To spawn a Great One, players typically embark on a Great One grind, a dedicated and repetitive effort where you hunt only males of a targeted species to increase your odds of respawning a Great One. As of right now, there are 8 Great One species in the entire game. There's white-tailed deer, red deer, black bear, moose, fallow deer, Himalayan tar, red fox, and the ringneck pheasant. You will know it's a Great One because they are all fabled level 10s. They are the ultimate flex in any trophy lodge. Let's expand on that idea of grinding, and the next word is grind. And that is when you repeatedly hunt male animals of a certain species, usually by setting up tents and tripods around their drink zones. The goal? To trigger respawns and eventually land a diamond, a rare fur variation, or a Great One. I've personally set up dozens of grinds, not just for goes, but I've also set one up for diamonds. Specifically, I've set up blacktail grinds, European bison grinds, and Rocky Mountain elk grinds. You name it, it's a strategy in the game within this hunting game. This next one is big, herd management. It's one of the most talked about mechanics in the entire community, and one of the most misunderstood, to be honest. In short, herd management is a technique developed by iBuy Premiums, where you leave low-level males alive and focus your grinding efforts on the mid-level to high-level males. Over time, the idea is to skew your population towards a more consistent high-level respawn. The method requires patience, precision, and managing all your zones across the map carefully. I've got full guides on specific species herd management for moose, white-tailed deer, Himalayan tar, red deer, and pheasants. So if you want a more of a deep dive, you can also check out those videos. Now, here's one that I've learned the hard way, botched. To get the full trophy score from any harvest, you need to pass 4 harvest checks. You need to use proper ammo, get a vital organ hit, take no more than 2 shots, and don't hit trophy organs. When you fail one or more of these checks, you botch the animal. And if you botch a potential diamond or a super rare, oof, the game knocks the medal down one level. I've had it happen to me. I had a super rare troll that could have been gold, but I botched the shot and it ended up with a silver medal. Still looks cool though on the wall, but I really wish it would have been a big gold. Here's a term with some controversy around it: dirty grinding. This is when players shoot animals during a grind, but don't claim them. They don't pick up the harvest. Instead, they just exit to the main menu and reload the game to force the respawns. While it might seem efficient, it's not how the game was designed. Dirty grinding can break your herd structure, mess with animal behavior, and sometimes completely ruin your grind progress. You might even end up with no spawns at all. Just don't do it. Play the game as it was meant and try to keep it as clean as possible. Another important concept or term that you may have heard is home range. Not all animals roam the entire map. Most stick actually to a specific region on the map. For example, on latent lakes, white-tailed deer only live on the west side, while black-tailed deer stick to the east side of the map. They don't share zones, and knowing these home ranges can save you hours of wasting time scouting for the wrong species at the wrong spot. If you want to get a better understanding of where animals live, creators like ProXEK and Lady Legend have excellent map guides that break it all down. Speaking of animal behavior, let's talk about zones. Animals have different types of zones: feed, rest, and drink zones. These zones appear in your map once you've discovered the animals during their specific need zone times and stick around unless you delete them. You can only delete a zone by killing the animals off until the herd is down to 0. For example, white-tailed deer typically drink between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. So when someone says find your zones, they mean go out, spot animals, and unlock these indicators on your map. So for whitetail as an example, you'll have to get out on latent lakes and find them between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. to unlock all their drink zones as an example. And last but not least, let's talk about jumpers. During a grind, you might notice a herd missing an animal or not responding like usual. Sometimes that's due to a jumper, an animal that has jumped from one herd to another. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen enough that you should keep an eye on it. If a zone suddenly has an extra animal, or one seems permanently gone from another, that's likely a jumper that you're dealing with. And there you have it, fellow hunters, your ultimate Call to Wild dictionary. With these terms under your belt, you'll feel a lot more in the know the next time you're watching your favorite Call to Wild streamer or just diving into the game. Did I miss a term? Is there a phrase you've heard that I didn't cover in this video? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to make a part 2 if there's enough demand. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you want more Hunter Call to Wild content from guides to grind strategies, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And as always, fellow hunters, happy hunting.